It's Sunday. We got a lot to celebrate. Trump is on his way out of office, so that's a good thing. But we gonna chat about all of us who ain't the biggest fan of Joseph Biden Jr. Okay, so hey guys, welcome. This is Jackie O, the OG original Black digital nomad and globe trotting mama. And if this is your first time to my channel, hey girl, hey boy, hey, welcome to the O Squad. My channel and website, which y'all need to check out ASAP, thejackieolife.com, is devoted to uplifting, inspiring, motivating, and most importantly, getting other Black women to either move abroad and or travel full time. I have been crisscrossing the globe for the last 25 years, and currently I slow travel with my toddler daughter, Ruth. Yeah, y'all, I crisscross the globe with a 2-year-old, so ain't no excuses. You can do it too. So, welcome. Let's get into it. Let's talk about this election. Let's talk about reflections of moving abroad, living abroad, all that good stuff. And also, guys, check out my jacket. It's on my website, Black as F and Abroad, Black as fuck and abroad, because that's what I am. And let's get into it, y'all. So first and foremost, guys, this ain't real. I just decided I was going to try it out for this video because why not? YOLO, you only live once, at least in this damn body. Um, and if you guys have been following my channel for a minute, you know that I came back to the US of A to make sure I vote. And I'm glad I did because Pennsylvania, can we give a shout out to Pennsylvania? But I was biting some nails. I was biting some nails, y'all. Biting some nails because Pennsylvania was about to show up as basic. But thank you, Philly. Thank you, Allegheny County, where I'm from. Y'all came through. The rest of the state, the rest of the country, all them places in the Midwest. Like, seriously. I mean, I just got to do this long pause because I'm happy that Trump is not in office. I'm going to celebrate that. I'm happy for my soror, Kamala, because yes, Black women definitely have been and are the backbone of the Democratic Party. Major shout out to my Spelman sister, Stacey Abrams, for getting it done in Georgia. And make sure y'all go out and y'all donate to my Morehouse brother, who is running for state senator in the Peach State, Georgia. So make sure you go and do that. I'll put that link to the donation site there because we got to get that brother in office. But let's talk, guys. I want to hear from you guys in the comment box as well because I definitely am happy that Donald John Trump is on his way out of office, but I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, I'm not a big fan of Joe Biden. Not, never have been. I guess he was a fine vice president to Barack Obama, but I'm still remembering Anita Hill and some other things. And yes, people grow and learn and evolve, but I still don't actually think he's done a proper response to that. So that's just my thoughts and feelings about him in particular. But again, I'm gonna give him a chance. I heard his speech that he gave in Delaware as the president-elect, where he acknowledged that he owes the Black community. So I think it is upon each and every one of us to, one, give him a chance, but then two, make sure he follows through with an agenda that is very, very much pro black, pro people of color, and for damn sure pro black women. Because you guys know, and I say it again and again in all my videos, right? Like, I am all about black women thriving. For me, that has been a life abroad, that has been crisscrossing the globe, that has been expanding who I am, how I think, my perspective, really connecting with other folks in the African diaspora, in the world, other peoples of color, and really aligning even some of my struggles for freedom and against oppression with the struggles of other people, particularly like indigenous people and black and brown people all over the world. So that's how I view things. That's kind of how I'm living my life, and I'm interested to hear from you guys. Like, how are you guys living your life? How are you guys kind of feel about this? How are you feeling about Biden? Don't come on my page with nothing against Kamala, because that's my soul war. And she's a black woman, and I am all about supporting and uplifting black women, right? Like, I think she's going to bring some energy and keep it real with Joe Biden. At least I hope she is. But if she does, I'm going to hold her accountable too. But I think she knows who got her in office, and she's going to be true to that. So I don't think we got to worry about her. But, like, let's see how Joe Biden does. No, what does concern me is what? These close to 70 million, mainly white people, let's keep it real, who sat around for 4 years seeing all the nonsense that Donald Trump is about, and we're still okay with it. And a lot of them are in the state of Pennsylvania. And not that I'm ever going to say that I felt forced out of the United States or any of that good stuff, because I didn't. But I will say that it's people like that that make me not want to be around some American people, because if you saw Donald J. Trump's bullshit and you were okay with it, something's wrong with you. You ain't a Christian. You ain't a religious person. You ain't God-fearing. You were just all about white privilege, white power, and white supremacy. That's it. Like, I don't care what else you say, you're about that. And for black people who voted for Donald Trump, you can just stop watching right now, because you're canceled. You were canceled. Like, canceled. So y'all can leave. I'm waiting. Now, for the rest of y'all, again, most of you guys know I came back because I didn't want no funny business with my ballot, no funny business with my vote. I did actually show up the day of. I didn't even do a mail-in ballot when I was in Pennsylvania. And I went, took my baby girl. I'm going to show y'all a picture. And we went and we voted. And it was an amazing experience. It wasn't a crowd or any of that other stuff. I used to be a poll watcher, so I knew if anybody even tried to challenge my ballot, it was about to it was about to be on, because girlfriend didn't get a JD for no reason. Like, yeah, no, was not happening today. Well, not today, but the day that I voted, guys. Let me just keep it hella real. It wasn't going down like that. So anyway, guys, as most of you guys know, it was an intense week, like trying to figure out who was actually going to be the next president of the United States. And so what I did, because you guys know I'm all about thriving, I can't be like, stress ain't no good, right? Like, the reality is 70 million white people, and some Latinos and some black people and some others showed themselves for who they are, showed their anti-blackness, showed their white racist agenda. But to me, that really wasn't like shocking. I knew in my gut that this was going to be a close election, because I don't live in America, but I know America, and I know Pennsylvania. So what I did was, I decided, because as you guys know, Ruth spends every summer with my mama. I decided I was just going to build Ruth a pond. Yes, a pond. A Pond pond in my mama's backyard. So that's what I did. And I'm going to show you guys some of those videos, because again, guys, even when you were in the most stressful times, all I knew is what I got control of, right? And the things that I have control over is one, my vote. So I can vote, but I only get one of them, despite what Donald Trump thinks. I only got one, and everybody I know only got one. So I did vote. I made sure everybody in my family vote, but I didn't have that wasn't much work because I don't got that type of family who ain't active and engaged. Like they probably voted before I did. A lot of them voted by mail, so got that happen. I made sure I donated. I did not donate to the presidential election this year. I always usually donate to more of the down ballot candidates, so those candidates who might not necessarily get the press, but are all about a progressive agenda. And I also voted. I also um, supported some of the Democrats in the senator races in both Georgia, South Carolina, woohoo, and Kentucky. Right. So, and and I encourage you guys, especially now there's a runoff in Georgia. If you guys, especially you guys who are all about supporting black people, if y'all don't go down there and support that black brother, that Morehouse man, and donate at least $5, y'all Starbucks cup of coffee for the day to him and his campaign, $5. If you don't got $5, yep, that's the look I'm giving you. So come on out of your pocket from $5 or more and donate to that man's campaign to make sure on January 5th that he is the senator from Georgia. Each state gets two senators, guys. I know that. And that other guy who's running too, you can get him as well if you want. So just get that done. But again, guys, this just goes back to happiness and choosing your happiness and choosing your joy. I could have sat like everybody else, watching CNN, listening to Wolf Blitzer and all them folks. Abby Phillips, who did a fabulous job. I mean, can we give it out to that black woman too? Because she was absolutely fabulous. Van Jones. I'm not that big a fan of his. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and then if you get Beyonce and Mary J. Blige mixed up, their music mixed up, yeah, yeah, no, man, just no, baby, no. So instead of getting caught up in all that, although I mean, as you guys know, I'm a political junkie, so I pay attention to that. But I'm also checking out what's going on in the world. COVID-19 is in minks now, so Denmark has had to kill like a couple million minks to keep the outbreak from spreading. So I'm watching that because as a person who also studied public health, that can get real out of control real quick. I'll put the link to that article below as well. Seeing what's happening in Ethiopia, about to have a civil war. So I'm checking what's popping off in the rest of the world because particularly when you live abroad, you realize despite what people in the U.S. think, U.S. ain't the center of the universe. It's an important country, but it ain't the center of the universe. And the world really does keep on spinning regardless of what happens in the United States of America. But for folks in the United States and for folks with some connections to the United States, even when you're abroad, like I still feel for black people. Like even though I ain't here full time anymore, I don't want anybody to not be thriving, especially like black people who are the economic backbone of the United States of America. Like if you choose to stay here, you still need to be thriving. If you choose to go, you still need to be thriving. I ain't judging you either way. And as I say in all my videos, moving abroad ain't for everybody. Traveling full time ain't for everybody. But you got the right to make the choice that's best for you, best for your family, best for your mental health, best for your pocketbook. And for me, as many of you guys know, I am thriving. I left the United States, lots of like student loan debt, not credit card debt, but definitely student loan debt. And the reality is that I'm still making money in US dollars, but my cost of living, for the most part, is typically under 1,000, sometimes under 2,000 a month, which means everything that I make above and beyond that, I can go to building wealth and eliminating debt. So paying down student loans, buying up property, saving. That's what I'm about. And that's a lot of what I teach in my one-on-one clients. And that's also a lot of what I teach in my courses, right? So I know so many people going on and on about like finances and how will they be able to afford to live abroad and how are they going to do it and how much money do they need to have to do it. And I will always say like have some savings, like a little bit of savings, but Reality is, like, right now during COVID-19, where you really can't go nowhere, is when you need to be working on your side hustles. You need to be developing your courses. You need to be applying for remote jobs. You need to be having conversations with your boss about working remotely permanently. Like, have these conversations. And I got a lot of videos on all them topics, like, again and again and again. So if you sitting at home talking about you don't got no money, that's on you, right? Because words are powerful. And if you say you don't got no money, guess what? You ain't gonna have no money. And so what you need to be really thinking about is creating a budget for yourself. Yeah, learning numbers, seeing how much you need to live in a particular country, and then backtracking from there. So if you know you want to move to Panama and it's going to cost you $2,500 a month as a family of 3 to live in Panama, then you need to figure out what those sources of income. And I tell everybody, before you do for the United States, have 3 sources of income. And they don't got to be large sources. Like, again, I got a video on, like, Etsy. If you're making $500 on Etsy, that's getting you partially way to your $2,500. Now, I'm preaching stuff that I've already preached before, but some of y'all new here, so you need to hear that again. And I'm not judging you, but I'm saying, like, if you want to change your life, if you want to be happy, you got to be intentional about that. Like, Joe Biden ain't gonna change, ain't gonna magically change and eliminate them 70 million people that are racist as fuck. Like, he's not. Kamala, God bless her. I'm rooting for her. I'm cheering her on. I'm supporting my black sister. I want to make sure that she's able to get as much done as VP as she can. But, like, the reality is, like, America is still racist as fuck. White supremacy is still hella real, and it's real globally. Like, it's real globally, but there are places in the world where you can have better opportunities, right? And that's one of the things that, like, I won't say I'm chasing, but I'm living about, right? But even when I'm back in the U.S., I've been back in the U.S. for what, a couple months now. I'm doing good. Like, I ain't stressing, I ain't worrying. I work for myself. My income has not gone down at all. Like, I'm good. I'm living my life like it's golden, as I should be. So I say the same things to you. Going back to this pond that I done built. And the reason I say, again, getting in control of your joy, understanding that it's possible for you to do anything. Now, guys, I ain't never dug a ditch before. I went to law school. I went to Spelman. I'm an AKA. All those things combined, like, we ain't necessarily people who dig ditches. And that's not to knock people who dig ditches for a living, because bless y'all, I'm sure y'all got abs of steel, because it is not necessarily, like, easy work. But I will tell you one thing, I was determined to get it done. I was determined to not let anything about this week and all the anxiety, the turmoil, the counting of the ballots, the CNN not calling the race, Arizona, Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, y'all ain't gonna stress me. Y'all ain't gonna take my joy away. And so I said, you know what? I'm gonna build something beautiful for both my baby girl, baby Ruth, but then I'm also gonna make it into part of a greater memorial garden pond for my angel baby Natalia. And so I spent this week, I dug a ditch. Couldn't build it too deep because, as you know, I have a toddler. So if you guys want to do a project like this, and if you want me to do a detailed video of actually how I do it, how I did it, I can do that. But I couldn't go too deep just because I don't want my baby girl to drown. And I am eventually, probably when I come back next summer, I will put a fence around it because I got to keep baby Ruth safe. And as you guys will see from some of the pictures, baby girl loves water. Yeah. But it was fun. It was a really fun activity. Ruth helped for part of it. Dug this big hole by myself. Let's see if the light will come back on. Come on, light. And the pond will go. Great job, Ruthie. Ruthie, you gonna get these last ones here? Oh, Ruthie, you are so great at building a pond. Oh, Ruthie, what would I do without you? Good job, Ruthie. You got it. You got it. You got it. Put it wherever you want. So the major part of my pond is done. I dug the hole. I have added a lot of the rocks and started to build the beach area of my pond. As you can see here, plants won't go in until the spring. But then there will be a lot of these holes and pockets I will fill in with water plants and plants that really do well in super, super wet environments. And of course, once it's all done, you will not be able to see any of the rubber either. It was just fun, and it was a way to channel both my physical energy and my mental energy to figure out how to get something done that I had never done before, and also once again prove to myself that anything is possible. You're completely capable of doing any damn thing, and sometimes it's good to step out of your comfort zone. So again, if you've been watching this far and you're like, Jackie, oh, you rambling, the thing that I want you to get out of this video is that you are more than capable of doing any damn thing you want to do. I know I am. And I proved that to myself again and again and again by doing hella crazy stuff, but stuff that, like, once I'm done, I'm like, damn, I truly am like a badass. And so I challenge each and every one of you this week to do something, post it below, and let me know how you're a badass, how you challenge yourself to do something that you ain't never done before. You ain't never know how to do it before. And if you need help doing it, if y'all don't use your trusted friend Google and type in how, I know I typed in how to build a wildlife habitat pond. So guys, I cannot wait to hear how you're out there being fabulous, how you're out there pushing yourself. If you are not already a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button, get that done, take care of that. Remember to post in the comments. I love to hear from you. And again, my tagline, if you ain't thriving, you ain't living right. So make sure you are thriving. Take care of you, take care of your mental, your physical health, and just be blessed. And know that if nobody else is cheering for you, I'm rooting for you each and every day. So be amazing. I'll talk to y'all next week. Bye.
Hey, black girl. Hey, you good? Because I'm fabulous. I'm a digital nomad, and my lifestyle allows my daughter and I to experience new places, culture, foods, and people. Living abroad and or traveling full-time is amazing. It is freedom. I can work from anywhere. I want more black women to experience the same sort of freedom. I help black women manifest their dreams of a life abroad or a full-time travel. Are you ready for a life beyond your wildest dreams?